All right, let's talk about what's happening with the weather. We got some changes coming. What's the timeline on this tomorrow, Bill?
So the timeline's going to be tomorrow morning. We start to see some showers. It's off and on throughout the day, but the bigger event is going to be on Friday. Good evening, everyone. Before we get into the updated Futurecast, check out our sunset tonight. How beautiful is this? In fact, I want to pause this right here where you have all those hues of the oranges and the reds, even a little bit of a pink and purple shade in there. By the way, next Tuesday, less than a week from now, the sun will set at 5 o'clock. It's moving forward at 35 miles per hour. But as I'm looking ahead to your guys' outlook, it's still, I think if I'm not mistaken, if I looked at it right, you still guys have a 70-mile-per-hour forecast, a 60-mile-per-hour forecast at 8 o'clock tonight, and it's been over land. That's almost 24 hours of landfall. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing, Bill, because if you think about it...
We're going to look at a tool here that shows us the speed, and what we're looking at, I'm going to focus in on this right here. You see this, of course, this Interstate 70 up to the north, Route 144. You got Pine Orchard here. And you see how there's this color difference right in here? We get the green next to the red. What that is telling us is that winds are moving around in a different direction. And so this is the area that we're focused in on where there is the best chance of there being a tornado.
Storm Watch 7 is tracking some cold weather that's coming our way, and some of you could see some freezing temperatures this weekend. ABC 7's chief meteorologist Bill Kelly joining us now. And Bill, Holly spent the morning bringing all the plants that she had just taken out for the front porch back inside the house.
Yeah, you got to do that, absolutely, because we have that freeze warning that's in effect, and that is going to be in effect for Saturday morning. So let me start you out and show you exactly with the big board here what we're talking about. We have the freeze warning for all the shades that are in the purple. Light blue is where we have the freeze watch that's in effect. My gut tells me the National Weather Service is going to bring that across for Saturday morning for all of us. And here's why. As we roll the big globe in, I'm going to get you a closer look. We have this area of low pressure there that's over the center part of the country. That's going to move across tomorrow, bringing us some rain, but it is the cold air that you see up into Canada. That is what is going to be dropping on down for your Saturday morning. And when we're talking about some cold conditions, we're looking at wind chills down into the 20s. It is going to be very cold certainly for this time of year, even for January. It's going to be more January-like. But as we look at our temperatures tonight, we're into the 60s now. Get out and enjoy. Of course, tree pollen's pretty high. We'll drop on down to about 52. Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to break that down a little further. We'll talk about those wind chill factors specifically for you, what you can expect when you make your way out the door. Plus, we'll look at the Mother's Day. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Now, we generally get just over 3 inches of rainfall in April. It's one of our driest months when we look at the overall rain. So far this month, we've had over 5 inches of rainfall in the area. We're into the 50s and 53 degrees at 11 o'clock tonight. It'll be cool, but it'll be dry. Coming up here in just a little while, moving into our area right now. Tonight, it's a delightful evening. I will say temperatures are in the 60s, a little bit of a breeze out there, but things are going to be changing tomorrow. Most point in the northern hemisphere, at least, toward the sun, and that gives the sun its strongest angles here on the Earth. It's been very complex. They're trying to figure out exactly what was what, but that brand new report just came out, so I want to give you some of that information. We'll drop the tornado here and show you this one. We talked about Calvert County. I know it's late, but maybe you're heading on out to get something done. Make sure you have that umbrella with you. Let's bring up the wall, talk about what is happening weather-wise. I have it focused here around the metro. A pretty quiet evening and a nice one to get some fresh air. So what can you expect in terms of your evening forecast this evening? It might be a little tough to see, But here's a yellow leaf, just like you're seeing on your screen there. There's a little bit of green left in there, and that is because there's still a little bit of chlorophyll. And there is a ton going on when we look ahead in the menu over the next 7 days, which we're going to get to. So first, let me roll on in the big globe. I want to show you what's happening in our area. Notice that it's quiet.
You've got some scientific wind gauges in your backyard called wind chimes.
Yeah, I do, and they're there, and they've been ringing off and on. I want to show you. This is what it looks like live, and we've seen these gusts. We had an official gust of 48 miles per hour today in D.C., but what I'll notice is that the winds will kick up, and then they'll be calm, then they'll kick up, then they'll be calm. So right now you can see there's a little bit of movement, but we're in a little bit of a lull right now. But let me show you what's going on numbers-wise around the region in terms of these winds. If I were going to be out here for a while, I'd have that light jacket on, but it's going to be really cold tomorrow. Much warmer, but tracking storms on Monday. We'll have that coming up just a few minutes. A lot of us have turned on our heat. You get these nights that are down in the 40s, you feel that, no question, especially since, you know, it's just now fall officially. It was summer yesterday. Fall at 9:31 this morning. And coming up in just a bit, guys, I'm going to show you exactly why it's 9:31 specifically. That's about half an hour from now. All right, so let me show you what's going on right now. We look live at Pentagon City, and you can see it's a beautiful shot. It's a beautiful night. Big, bright moon up there, but it is a little bit on the chilly side. I went from the pullover now to the little bit of a heavier coat. Certainly not heavy, but let me show you what's going on. Here's the overall big picture. We had the one cold front move through. That is now off to our east. I have been wanting to do this for a very long time, and then of course we started the quarantine thing and kind of got through that, and then now that we're here and we know we're going to be at home for a while, I said let's kick it off. We're at home, it's a Friday. Now I have a grill. This is propane. Many of you may recognize a propane grill, but I also have charcoal out here. I have the smoked chips. I got the lighter fluid, and there's a reason for that, because what I do is when I grill things up, I kind of combine the two, and I'm going to explain a little bit more coming up here in just a little while. But let me show you. You asked what was on the menu tonight. Let me talk about what we're going to be doing here on the broadcast as we get into the 4 and the 5 o'clock hour. So on the grill, what we're going to be looking at tonight, we are going to be cooking up chicken thighs with the skin on, and that's a very important part because it really adds a tremendous amount of flavor. We're also going to be doing something called street corn. It's a really cool recipe. It's very simple. I think you're going to like that. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about this, use the smoked chips, and how to use them. So let's come back out here live. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you the recipe right now. I'm going to put this online, but this is a mix of kosher salt, granulated garlic, sugar, pepper, and a little bit of paprika. And what I do is I take the chicken thighs, I take the skin, and skin on is one of the keys. I open up the skin. I do not take it off. I then take a pinch, and I put on my dry rub like this. Chicken thighs. I do the tops. I do the bottoms, and I just do the rub over like this. I don't put any sauces on it. I just do the rub. Then I'm going to put these all on the grill, and we're going to do it skin up for the first 8 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do skin down for another 8 to 10 minutes until it gets to 165 degrees. But you got to watch the flame, because when you turn the skin down, you get that beautiful fat that drips down into your grill, and so you get some fire on there. So I actually have, where is my water bottles around here somewhere? I actually have a spray bottle that I spray the flame, which of course helps put it down, but it also gives you an amazing amount of smoke when it's firing up, something like this. You know, you just get the nice little fire that comes out of there. We're on Facebook Live, and you can always, of course, go back and rewatch that. We have a lot of the recipes on it, and I will try to put this together and put a blog on our Stormwatch 7 weather blog that shows you these different recipes. And of course, you can hop on and submit your recipe. I believe we have a link on there. If not, it'll be on there very soon. We're out here on Friday night. Good night to grill. We'll send it back over to you.
Look at, there's another shelf cloud right there, rolling through over Roslyn. Isn't that impressive? It's amazing. Look how low that cloud is. That's the one that rolled through DC. There's some rotation. You can see it. Look at that. Look at the way things are rotating as that goes through.
That's what sleet is right there. Sleet is an ice pellet. It's basically, if you can grab it and it's like a crunchy little pellet, that is sleet. Freezing rain is when it's actually raining. You hold the glass out, it's liquid, and it rains on you, but it freezes on contact. So what we're dealing with right now is sleet, and about 20 minutes ago, there was just huge flakes of snow, huge flakes.
Southern Anne Arundel County has seen the sun. Good observation there, Kate, because the added sun, if we get any, that's going to help create what's called instability. It's going to make the atmosphere a little more unstable, which allows the storms
to grow up a little bit taller than they are. Here's the latest perfect. We're gonna look at this together. This came down. All right, so it might be kind of small. Let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. Yep, I can. All right, so this is from the National Weather Service, and these are storm total reports around our area. And a couple things to look at here. I just wanted to take a quick minute and give you a forecast. As you can see, a little bit of smoke behind me. I'm actually outside live tonight. It is chilly. I have my fire going, which is kind of a nice thing. It's nice. It's a great night for a fire. All right, so here's the deal. Dry ice, I'm going to put them in the liquid water. Little bubbles of 150 degree below zero temperatures, not air, but little bubbles will come up. They're going to hit the surface, immediately condense the water vapor. The water vapor, the invisible gas, is going to condense, turn to liquid water, and the process is going to go and go and go, and we are going to make a cloud right here in my garage. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So we put these in there like that, and watch this. Now, come on, right? How cool is that? Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Bill Kelly, and these are my twin girls. This is Peyton, and this is Piper. And one of the things that we love to do is collect eggs from our chickens, right? Yeah, we have 11 chickens, and when they're young, they'll produce an egg per day. But now, they're a little older, they're 3 years old, so we may not get as many eggs, but we thought for Data Week, it'd be very fun to collect the eggs and track how many eggs we get. What do you say, should we do it? Yeah. Should we go get some eggs? Yeah! All right, come on, let's go. Are you ready to go get some eggs? Yeah! All right, let's go get some eggs. Now, inside the chicken coop, the chickens lay their eggs in a very specific spot. What do we call this?
Nest box.
Nest box. Do we have any eggs today? Yeah! We do. Now, grab the bucket. I'll hold the bucket, and very gently, let's count. How many? How many is that? 1.
2.
Okay, 2, 3. Just hand them to Daddy. 4. 5, 6. Wow, we got a lot today. 7, 8. Wow. 9. We have 9 eggs today so far. Now that's what we collected. We're gonna come back out here a little bit later and get some more. What do you say? Thank you, chickens. Let's go this way. It's now after lunch. What do you think? You think there'll be some more eggs in there? Should we go check? Let's go see. Let's go see. Up on in, go see. Any eggs? Okay, no, wait. What do you got? We got 1 egg. All right, let's put it in the basket. Ready? Okay, let's put the basket back up. We'll come back and check on them in a couple of hours. Okay, our final check of eggs. Do we have any eggs? Yes or no? 4 more eggs. Should we put them in the basket?
Yeah! I will put one in the basket.
Okay, hold those eggs. Hold those eggs. I'll go get it. Okay. Let's put those eggs right gently in the basket. Put them in. Good job. So we got 9 this morning, 1 at lunch, and 4 just now. That's 14 eggs. That's amazing. Now it's time for the chickens to go night-night. Say night-night, chickens.
Night-night, chickens.
We'll see you in the morning and we'll collect more eggs.